in goal. Taken down by 3-1. Good advantage for Spurs. It's to be fouled. Oh, save. That's going on to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say!
Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good afternoon. I think it's afternoon, not evening. Football Heritage TV. I'm joined by the one and only Perchy out in Barcelona. How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you very much. And just as we speak, Aston Villa have gone 2-0 up.
Yeah, they're a good. I've tried telling people they're a good team. No one believed me. Aston Villa are a very good team. I'm going to call it now. We've been having a chat in our group. Just having this chat with Barry. I think for Spurs will be between 4th and 6th. I think these other teams, not necessarily Villa, but I do think Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City have got way more than us, way more goals, and I believe they look better than us as well. This is, of course, a Manchester derby watch-along, but I've been a bit. We'll get into it properly tonight, Perchy, for the Spurs review.
Yes.
I've been a little bit concerned with fans just saying, oh, that's the football we're playing. I don't think Spurs are playing good football. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we've played well for 5 or 6 games now since Arsenal. Sorry.
No, just that. Yeah, no, I agree. I think we're getting over the line football at the moment, right? This is one of those. I think you have to look the way. Context is great in it. We use the word context all the time. And last 3 games: Palace, Fulham, Luton. If we don't win those games, you're not sitting there going, "Well, we had 30 shots at them, and it just didn't go in the back of the net. And it just wasn't our day." You'd have the inquests would have gone out. And let's be honest, could have easily not won any of those games in periods. I think Fulham in patches was confidence, but we didn't. It took a while for us to break them down, and we got through it. But yeah, I think at the moment we're just getting over the line and right. And I think the key bit here, and this is the bit where me, you, and other people have been saying, it's you can't live on that, right?
No, you can't.
It can only go so far. And whenever I hear the notion, and like I've said it before, but it's what champions do. But champions win games. It's normally the exception when they have a bad day in the office, but get away with it with a win, right? We're getting away with it a lot at the moment. Listen, yeah, great. By the way, top of the league, can't complain about that. But listen, Chelsea, everyone's already expecting. They lost yesterday to Brentford. That all of a sudden that's an easy game. It's not. That's the worry, right?
No, listen, I completely agree with you. Look, listen, it's brilliant while we're top, but for me, a wise man once taught me, and this has been lasted the test of time. Cream rises to the top, and the football I'm seeing from Spurs at the moment, I'm worried. I'll be honest, I'm worried. I didn't think we were very good against Palace again. I thought we looked shaky. I didn't think we were good against Fulham. But listen, it is what it is. I've said all season, this isn't surprising to me, Perchy. I've said all season, I think City will win it, Liverpool 2nd, Arsenal 3rd, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, I think is all up for grabs. But let's move to this game. Manchester United versus Manchester City. If we have a look at the team, sorry, bear with me 1 second. Don't know what happened there. Yes, if you could put them up, that would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Because I am the man of graphics, and I do like it with some good graphics. What I've got, because I'm nice like that, I can do things like this. If everyone counts to 5, this is the Manchester United team we can put up straight up for you, and you can do your magic, and I'll put the City one up just behind it.
Yeah, I mean, look, Onana in goal. I mean, the back 4 for me is screaming average. Lindelof right back, Maguire and Evans at centre half, with Dalot at left back, or Dalot and Lindelof the other way round. Then a midfield with Amrabat and McTominay. Eriksen, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes, who captains in behind Rasmus Højlund. And then even when you look at the bench of Biendir, Hannibal, Mainu, Garnacho, Martial, Anthony, I don't see a lot there. If you could bring up the Man City team, that would be wonderful. And then Man City have gone with Ederson, Walker, Stones, Diaz and Vardy. Also, it looks like they're going to go back to the old Stones, dropping into midfield with Rodri. So Stones and Rodri in the middle. Then 4 behind Haaland of Alvarez, Grealish, Bernardo Silva and Foden. Haaland up front, and then you've got players like Doku on the bench, Kovacic on the bench, Mateus Nunes, and then some youngsters in terms of, in terms of Moreno, Bob, Lewis, and then Ake, Phillips, and Marino making that up. What are you predicting here, Perchy? What score are we going with here?
It's what, listen, I can't see anything past Man City walking this, but weirder things have happened in Manchester derbies, right? But looking at the side, like what we're judging this on is, if I just pull up the Man United team just for 1 second, we're judging Amrabat, Lindelof, Evans, Dalot, and Maguire stopping Haaland, Alvarez, Foden, Grealish. I just can't see it. That for me is one of the most complete attacks out there in world football right now at Man City. Everything about them screams class, right?
Yeah.
So listen, as I said, stranger things have happened in Manchester derbies, but listen, history will tell us that this Man United team are very, very average, ordinary. It's probably the perfect way of putting it, really.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Man City on paper should win, but it is a derby. You don't know what will happen. Look, Man City have got to win. When we look at the table, Perchy, Man City have got to win.
Yeah.
They're now 5 points off us, which is a false economy until after this game. They win this game, they're 2 points behind. They'll go back into second place in the table. And then the top 4 will be Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, City. As it stands, the top 4 is Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, Man City, then Brighton. What they do here as well, they kind of knock Man United out of any title race here. If Man United don't win tonight, then Man United will be 11 points off the top, 10 points off of second. So, look, it's a huge game, right? It's a huge game.
Oh, look, whether or not where teams are, it's always a big game. And Manchester derby is always massive, just on everything about it, right? I think you're being kind. I don't think even if Man United win today, I don't think they're in a title race. I don't see anything about Man United that goes, they'll be there at the end. Like, so I think it's very kind of them to even say, I think even if they, as I said to you, even if they won today, I don't see it. I just look at, as I said to you, I look at that team and I just go, maybe this is probably me being used in the past. I looked at Man United team to go, wow, I don't see that about one player at Man United. Do you? Is there anyone in that Man United team that you go, okay, he's a superstar?
Not a superstar. I mean, look, I think Højlund's got a lot of promise for the future, but I think a club like Man United, Højlund should be their second striker. This shouldn't be the first striker. You know, when you look at their rivals, you know, Man City, their top striker is Erling Haaland. You look at Liverpool, their best player is Mo Salah, right? You know, even then you look at Jota, Gakpo, Diaz, Nunes, who scored again today. You look at Arsenal, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. Then you look at Man U getting Højlund. I'm not knocking Højlund. I think he's going to be a good player for the future. But should that be who you've got leading your line now? And I don't mean, if he scores today, people go, you're in the mud. I mean, for an entire season.
Listen, I think he's a good player, but Man United, like Højlund should be the one that you've got as your. I'll use Arsenal as an example. He should be their Eddie Nketiah. If that makes sense. They should have they should be having a Haaland. I'm using Haaland as a Man City link, but they should have that superstar up top, and then Højlund comes on and they allow him. Like he should be their Julian Alvarez, Højlund.
Well, when you look at the Premier League, right? If we look at 1 second, I'm just going to look at if you look at the Premier League, that's an interesting point because like Arsenal, they've got Eddie Nketiah, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. These guys all grab goals. Odegaard.
Yeah.
You look at Man City will have through Alvarez, through Foden, through. You look at Man United. I don't see loads and loads of goals. It's the same with Spurs. Yeah, Maddison, Son. But then, like yesterday, we saw Eddie Nketiah grab a hat-trick. Sub-striker coming in, scoring a hat-trick. Our sub-striker or our first choice striker, one of our first choice strikers is Richarlison. And there's level. This is what I mean. There's levels to this, which is why when people say to me, why don't you believe Spurs can win the league? I look at Kulusevski, I look at Richarlison, and I go, that's why. So, same for Man U. It's why I don't think they'll be a great team. Haven't got the goals.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the I've got it up here at the moment. Erling Haaland, 67 appearances, 63 goals for Manchester City. Let that sink in.
Yeah, but he's dropped off this year, and hasn't he only got 9 in 9?
When I hear anyone slandering Erling Haaland, and we've had this conversation several times, I just think it's just being edgy for edgy's sake. Oh, it's edgy to be like, oh, Haaland's. He has scored 63 goals in 67 appearances. That's just phenomenal, right? And and just sorry, apologies for sidetracking, but just to go back to your original point about players like Richarlison, I said it yesterday. I said it on my Around the Grounds yesterday on the Watchalong because I had all the sort of games on. I just said Nketiah is everything that we expect someone like a Richarlison to do.
Right. Absolutely.
Go into a game. Listen, people go, oh, it was only Sheffield United. Richarlison missed 2 tap-ins against Luton Town. Let's put it into context, right? So
I think the key thing is it all depends. Like, listen, you know me, and as I said in our group, I'll play the pantomime villain. I don't mind it, Perchy. I'll play the villain. Right? Everyone can call me negative. Like that. What's that guy's name? The idiot. Is it George Carradas who comes in here?
Yeah.
Who said, "Where's hang on? What was it? What is it? He said, hang on. Let me make sure I get this absolutely spot on.
Where's Killjoy? Killjoy Savva?
He said, where's Killjoy Savva? Because I said that Jordan Ayew's goal was a goal. I love these people like this. It's like, he's a grown man. Listen, I'm a grown man that has watched Tottenham Hotspur never win a league. I'm a grown man that has watched Tottenham Hotspur not win an FA Cup for 32 years.
Yeah.
Right? 33 if we don't win it this year. I'm a grown man that's watched Spurs. Here he is. He's here. He's here. Look. I love people like this. I saw him. It makes you laugh. Look, it makes you laugh. Look. So he goes onto the football terrace, a show that isn't even mine, and goes, where is Killjoy Savva? A Killjoy because I know Spurs won't win the league. This is a grown man. This is a grown man. Oh, we're going to win the league. Grow up. Grow up. I love it.
You're not pessimistic.
How can it be a killjoy if I tell the truth? So what it means is basically because I tell the truth, I don't live in fairyland. That's killjoy. No. Some of you people need to get a grip with reality. Get a grip. I love this. George, come on. George, come on. I'm not a baby, mate. You've got George. Hang on, Virgin. George, you've gone into another show that isn't my show. That I wasn't even on and gone, oh, where's the Killjoy Savva? And you calling me a baby. Come on to the show. George, I'll tell you what, here you go.
Link in the chat. Come on, we'll have this display.
Link's there. Come on and tell me like a grown man to my face why I'm a Killjoy. All of this started, if you remember, Perchy,
right?
Yeah, because...
Oh, wow.
You sarcastically said, what is Ange ball? When? I understand what Ange ball is yet. We're not seeing it yet.
Oh,
SL, no one's asking you to be here, mate. You don't have to be here. I don't have to score points off rivals. Listen, every year, look. This guy's a child. F you. Come on, big man. You just called me a baby.
To say your piece on the show. Listen, this is the problem, right?
Love it.
Come on, like, if you want to have your say, listen. By the way, no one's sitting there saying that who is right and who is. No one said who is right and who is wrong, but the problem is
Come
this,
on.
and I'm going to say this now. Articulate your point without being disrespectful, right? There's no need to be disrespectful.
Exactly.
Articulate your
or
point.
going on to other shows and calling me out in front of thousands of people. And then when I've asked him to be a man and jump on now, he shit himself. Look. He goes on to another show and mugs me off, a show that isn't mine where I can't defend myself. Now I'm asking him, he can't come on like a grown-up. Sorry, George, you're a little bit of a loser, aren't you? Just come on and call me what you want to my face. Call me a liar to my face. Tell me what.
Right?
Hang on. I want to know, what am I a killjoy about? All I've said, let's call it for what it is, Perchy. All I've said this year is we won't win the league. I think we're going to be 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah? Look. Again, he's called me a baby. Look, he can't do it. George, it's all right. It's all right, George. If you can do it behind people's backs, you can't do it to their face. Do you know what? You're the sort of person, when you get slapped around the face in real life, that's why you don't say it to their face. You're not a listen. Yeah. He shit himself. Absolutely
bottled it. But this is the thing, right? And do you know what makes me laugh? Do you know what makes me laugh the most about this? It's brilliant, by the way. You get called a killjoy for basically saying to Spurs fans, just enjoy it, enjoy the ride. Enjoy it now. We don't need to be sitting there saying we're going to go and win the league. Let's just enjoy game after game, right? This is the difference. And this is what I've said all along. This is what I said from minute one. I said, like, just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Listen, if we're going to win games, listen, we're having a great start. Just enjoy it. But,
Stop telling everyone we're going to win the league. It's embarrassing.
Everyone feels they have to go that one step far to go, we're going to win it all. We're in October.
But, Perchy, do you know what? I don't mind that. But what it is, unfortunately you get this more. Look, I love it. I don't know what is wrong with these. What? These kids shouldn't be allowed the internet. Kids like him and George
is it's just silly that it just gets embarrassing, right?
Savva is Chelsea. Listen, kid, come on. There you go. There's the link. Go on, come on. Tell me I'm Chelsea to my face. I've travelled the world following this club. I had a season for decades with this club. I've been through more in this club than most of these little kids who can't, listen, AJ, I agree. Kate goes on to Football Terrace and you've got fans saying to her that she's got an Arsenal shirt on underneath because she's not a child.
And by the way, big up Cabo. Some of the comments I saw about her going, oh, what's this Nan doing? What's this old lady doing on a panel? Kate's watched this football club more than some of these kids have been on this planet. Like, I think this is the problem, right? Is nowadays, what it is, it's all about being positive.
I'm the best fan.
I've got to be the best football fan ever because if I'm not, and if anyone doesn't agree with me, they're not a Tottenham fan.
They're a moron. They're negative. Listen. Let's be fair, Perchy. I said I think Spurs will finish 4th to 6th.
I think so as well.
Let's see at the end of the season how negative I was or realistic, right?
Yeah.
Last year, I said Spurs would finish 4th. I was called negative. We finished 8th. Last year, I was called negative for saying 4th and not a title. And Perchy, do you know how many points we are ahead of last season's total at this point?
Wouldn't be able to tell you. 3 or 4? 5 or 6? 3. Yeah. We started well last season. I said this though. I said that we started well last season and it completely fell apart. But this is the bit for me, right? Is I went on the terrace on Friday night after I went on the terrace, I said my piece. And there's people in the chat going, they said to me, they're going, because young Dan was on there, lovely lad.
Yeah,
He's a young kid and he wants to get excited. And they go, oh, Perchy, if Tottenham do win the league, you need to apologise to Dan. Of course I would. If Tottenham win the league,
No. Why you got to apologise to anyone?
But my point being is if Tottenham won the league, you really think I would care? If people think I have to apologise, I'd be going absolutely on a crazy party because we've won the league. I don't get it. Like, why can't football fans of the same club just go, do you know what? We had different opinions on things.
I'll ask you a question, right? If Spurs won a title this year and I have to apologise to people for that, does that mean that every other fan that said I'm wrong the last 23 years has to apologise to me for the last 23 years? I think it's going well. I do think there's going to be a massive drop-off soon. The way we're playing, the way we are relying on a couple of players, I do think that we are going to drop off. Hopefully we don't. I'm just seeing it. Like I was told in the summer, like Villa, look at Villa today. Villa are at home to Luton, bish, bash, bosh, 3-0, right? Okay, another couple of goals for Diaby. You know, Leon Bailey with another assist. These are, you know, there are good teams. I look at this Man City team. Anyone who looks at this Man City team and thinks we're finishing above this Man City team is crazy. By the way, but Melton, I'll be honest, Melton, when you say you're enjoying the entertaining footy, I don't think it has been. I don't think we're entertaining against Luton.
I think in patches we have been. But I wouldn't say we have. I think there's only one game which I'd say all game I thought we were unreal, and that was against Burnley.
Yeah,
but Burnley was that game for 90 minutes. I thought we were at it. Yeah, we went 1-0 down early, but I thought we were the dominant team. I thought there was patches against Palace. I thought the second goal was really good, but I thought the majority of the game, I thought we really, really struggled.
I thought we were poor.
I thought there was patches against Fulham, which we were very good in the first sort of half an hour. But realistically, I thought Fulham deserved something out of the game. So I think it comes in swings and roundabouts. But I think this is it, though. People don't want to. But the thing is people don't want to be honest with themselves. People don't want to be honest with themselves when we're top of the league. My point being is where were these fans last season when we were top of the league under Conte? Where were they at the end of the season when they were saying that we were going to win the league then? What happened? We finished 8th. One of the worst ends to the season I've ever. I stopped watching us playing after when we got knocked out to Sheffield United in the cup. I gave up watching us. We were awful. But this is the thing. Like, I think people are seeing it and they're seeing, oh, it's a real galvanizing experience. The club, we're galvanizing and stuff. Great. We have to go and win something now.
Just quickly, so the real end of 7 years, I hear this all the time. Maybe you need to explain to peeps, what would it take for you to believe a Spurs side can win the league? When Spurs have a squad capable of winning the league? For me, I don't even think
when Daniel Levy buys players we need. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, I just think that, again, at the moment, James Maddison is holding everything together. Son's goals and James Maddison. I think for me to win a league, look at this Man City squad, right? That wins leagues. Look at the Liverpool squad. That wins leagues. I look at our squad and I look at the 11 and I don't see any team with Kulu and, I'll be honest, Kulu, Kulu, Sarr, Richarlison. I don't see these teams as good enough to win the title. I don't. Listen, I had this all at the beginning of last year. Right, I had this all at the beginning of last year, Perchy. Oh, yeah. Conte's this, Conte's a winner, we're going to win the league. Then we absolutely dropped off. And then everyone went, oh, you're negative. But I wasn't, I was right. Clinton Mayer in the back. If you haven't, why have you come in, Clinton? Sorry, Clinton, this isn't a show for other people, I'm afraid. No, SL, I'm being honest. I hear this every year. I'm not being cynical. I'm not. Right. I'll ask a question. Everyone in the chat, just a yes or no. Do any of you look at Spurs' squad and go, yes, we can win a league title? Yes or no right now? Be honest with me. Please be honest with me. I don't understand how anybody can look at this and say we're going to. But listen, the game's about to kick off, Perchy. Villa 3, Luton 0. Brighton 1, Fulham 1, Liverpool 2, Forest 0, and Man U have just kicked us off here at Old Trafford. Right. So I'm negative, Perchy, but look, no. Oh, yeah. We need to get it to 15 seconds.
Hang on. Okay. You have to tell me when it's at a minute then.
Right.
I'll
I'll tell you, put it to 30.
Oh, okay.
Quickly. God, you faff about, don't you? Come on, 30. I'll tell you when. Now.
There you
go. Perfect. Spot on. You need to move it down. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So this is the funny thing, right? Everyone's saying no, but I'm negative because I'll go on screen and say it.
Yeah,
Daryl, exactly, Daryl, exactly. But here we go, Perchy. We are live. Man United have got the ball. Christian Eriksen plays it into. Oh God, that's not very good. Deep ball to the cross. AJ, I wouldn't even say a good 11 to 13, if I'm brutally honest. I look at our front three, and I look at the front three of others around us. I think we're miles off it. I think we're miles off it. For me, I think in the summer, when Kane went, one of the players you bought, whether it was a striker or a wide forward, needed to be top drawer. And it wasn't. Sorry. Just for me. Percy, do you expect this game to settle into a pattern of City having all the ball? Or do you think it'll be different because it's Old Trafford?
This is going to go down to how good can Man United hold out Man City. I think it'll be Man United are going to play like this, the low block card, right? So it'll be sit deep, make it hard for Man City, and see how far into the game they can get, right?
Yeah. Steve, but listen, Steve D, there's a huge difference between having no problems seeing a fan base getting carried away, but then people don't call me negative because I don't get carried away after 10 games.
What did we say last season about Arsenal? As a fan base, we all sat there and laughed at Arsenal for doing exactly this, right? Getting carried away, you ain't going to win it. Man City are a better team than you. Why have all of a sudden, because we've won a few games, all of a sudden we've been like that? Like, I just think we need to be at the moment where we just go, do you know what? We're enjoying it. Listen, by the way, if we're at this stage where we're top of the league by 5 points and we're not 5 points now, but we're top of the league and we're in April, then I think me, Savva, and the rest of them are a little bit pessimistic, if that's what you want to call it, realistic in my opinion. We'll go, okay, do you know what? I'll get behind this because we've got... But when we're talking in October about winning league titles, and do you know what it is? It's not even going... Do you know the bit that gets to me? It's not even the point of going, do you know what? I'd love us to be in a title race. I think we could... If all the things go our way, we might be there. It's no. It's we are winning the league. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, I've seen nothing from us this year. I'll be honest, I've seen nothing that makes me think, God, there's a title challenge here. Nothing.
Yeah.
I watched us against Luton. Nothing. I watched us against Palace. No. Again, right, SL, last chance you're going to get banned. It's ridiculous. Sorry, people who are fun at parties doesn't mean that they're just deluded in football chats. You're a troll. So why don't you F off? He's in a timeout. I can't stand how childish online football fans have become. It is mental. It's absolutely mental.
Silly, like
Listen, when Spurs don't win the league, does that mean I'm going to be due apologies from thousands of fans? No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it just means
exactly.
It just means that I wasn't delusional.
Yeah.
I watch these teams, they're much better. I watch Liverpool, they're superior to us. Arsenal, much better than us.
Arsenal didn't even have Odegaard playing. They didn't have Jesus playing, and they just walked past the team.
5-0.
They walked past the team that we needed a 97th and 101st minute winner to beat, right? Let's put that into context. And like, they walked through them. Like, they didn't get out of first gear. It was that easy.
Man United looked dangerous on the break, but by dangerous, I mean they carry a threat to a point, and then they just it kind of peters out a little bit.
Fizzles out, doesn't it? Yeah. They're missing that that someone in the final third that will just cause a bit of it, cause some problems to them. Because I think Man City have started they've get all the possessions been with Man United and they've dominated in that side of things, but they've done not much with it, right?
Yeah, but Man U, when they have possession, they do everything in a rush, don't they? Everything
I've noticed that.
Try and drive forward really quickly. And I think they'll get away with that against worse teams. But Man City haven't really settled into any pattern here yet, but I don't doubt that it will be a matter of time before they do.
So, so question for you and the chat. It's always nice to have a little bit of a debate. Chelsea lost at home again, by the way, yesterday against a very well organised Brentford side, by the way. Yeah. I can't remember if it was who put it in. I saw it. I don't know who did, but someone put in a thing that Thomas Frank has won more games at Stamford Bridge than the last three Chelsea managers or something. Last two Chelsea managers, something mad like that. They're played by Thomas Frank. He's won 3 times at Stamford Bridge in a row, by the way, and I thought they were. I thought they weathered the storm from Chelsea. But
if ever a team needs a striker, if ever a team needs a striker
from Chelsea, right? And I think they're crying out for someone like an Ivan Toney. They're crying out for it, but do you know they're crying out for someone like an Mbermo. Just a bit of energy down the middle, right? I think that.
But they need a top. They need better.
Yeah.
They need a proper forward. Here's Man City. They switched the ball out wide. It's a bit too much pace on that for Bernardo Silva. He keeps it in. He's running up against Dalot. He's taking Dalot on. No, he's not. He's pulled it all the way back to Vardial. City now just starting to put their foot on the ball. Liverpool have gone 3-0 up at home to Nottingham Forest, by the way. The goal power that Liverpool have got is immense. The goal scorer for Liverpool so far today, Diak, there you go. Look at their whole forward line has scored. Jota, Nunez, Mo Salah, Szoboszlai with 2. Szoboszlai with 2. Oh, and it's off the line by Maguire, but Szoboszlai with 2 assists today. Liverpool, I said they'll be second. I think they'll be second.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I tell you what, how did Onana keep that out? Walker headed it back in. Foden headed towards goal. Oh, to be fair, he made a bit of a meal. He made a meal of that. Haaland comes in. Onana's clawed it away, but he made a bit of a meal of that, to be honest, on second viewing. And now it's a free kick to Man United. So Liverpool, Villa and Arsenal and Newcastle and Brighton have all got more goals than Spurs. I'm telling you, that's going to be where we fall down. That's going to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think the problem is, as I said this yesterday. I said this on Friday. You take Heung-min Son and James Maddison away from Tottenham Hotspur.
Even one of them.
But if you took both of them away, we're very, very ordinary. Very ordinary.
I think we're an average football team with a couple of bits of quality sprinkled in it. There you go.
Agreed.
That's what I would say. And I know people don't want to hear that. I know that people say the difference between this year and last year is the football we're playing. I don't think all of the football has been great. Patches, yes. I think there's a lot more to come from the club, yes. But people need to give it time for that to happen. Man City are just starting to get into their stride here. They're starting to prod. They're starting to probe.
But Aaron, big up Aaron, by the way.
This guy does this all the time. He's another one. He's another one.
Aaron, I'm gonna flip it. If you took Haaland and De Bruyne out of Man City, they still win games of football, right? You take Mo Salah and Szoboszlai out. They've got other players, right, that are on the level that can, yes, not at the top level, but levels. You take Son and Maddison away from Spurs, you've got Richarlison and Lo Celso. Now that is the drop-off, right? That's the difference.
Absolutely. Luton have pulled one back at Aston Villa, by the way. So it's Aston Villa 3, Luton 1 at the moment. Brighton are 1-1 with Fulham at home. So they've got 7 minutes to rescue that.
Yeah.
And this game obviously is 0-0. Yeah, but Adam, why have we not learned? Man City have won 3 titles back to back. Are you telling me they've not had injuries in any of that time? It's like we forget stuff. We're just forgetting history here. Like, what I'm so sick of. I'm sick of football fans with rationale are now the minority.
Yeah.
We're now the minority. If you speak rationally, you're the minority. This sort of fan is the majority, right? We're not talking about, yes, you take the best players out of every club, they're not as good. The thing is, Man City have played a whole season so far without Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Imagine we hadn't had James Maddison for all of these 10 games.
I agree. This is the problem, right? Because the thing is other teams have squads, right? Other teams have got squads. And just for spitting facts, the goal scorers for Aston Villa were John McGinn, Moussa Diaby, and a Tom Lockyer own goal. And it was an own goal by Emi Martinez for Luton Town. Just to give you a bit, if you wanted those.
Big up to Ben Kaufman in the chat. Big up the
Ben.
mod father. Hope you are well. Smash the like button, people, as well. Smash the like button. Do you know what? I think I'm just gonna give up trying to be realistic now. I'm just gonna join the train and say, yeah, we're winning it. Because I heard this last year. When you remember last year, everyone was like, Conte's had the best start we've ever had to a season in the Premier League. And at that time I said, yeah, but it won't last. It won't last. And everyone called me negative then. I was negative the year before. I was negative when Potter was here and I said we wouldn't win it. Common sense has gone out of football.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? It's not even just common sense. It's like everyone wants to be the best, right? And everyone... Do you know what I've noticed recently? I'd like to get your thoughts on this. I feel like it's become trendy now to discredit Man City.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I hear it from every level. Oh, they're not as good as they are this year. They'll go on and win 15 games in a row. Haaland's not great. Well, he scored 63 goals in 67 appearances. Without Rodri, they struggled. Well, yeah, but they still won 3 games in that time, right? I think
as I said, if Spurs have to go 3 games without James Maddison and we win all 3, I come back and go, you know what? I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just happy this year. I'm not expecting anything. This year, let the team build, let the team grow. The expectations that people are putting on this team now are epic. Like, they are immense. And when they're wrong at the end of the season, what they'll do is they'll come back to someone like me and go, oh, but he's only just joined, which is what I'm saying. Let the guy learn. Let the team grow. Stop putting this expectation. People taking blow-up trophies to the game. It's mad. It's mad.
And do you know, it's so funny because I always stand by my theory. Just enjoy the ride. But it's like you can't. I've noticed people all of a sudden can't enjoy it without going over the top.
Yeah.
It's you're either a rubbish team or you're winning the league nowadays. Like, it's mental.
Look, the last thing I'll say on it, and we'll get back to this game. The last thing I'll say on it is, let's see after 25 games, when you get to the last, when you get to the last third of the season, and you've got 13, 14 games left, let's see where we are. And if we're in the run, cool, then go and win the league. At the moment, I'm just quietly happy with what we're doing, and I'm expecting bumpy games. Bumpy games. But anyway, it is what it is.
Agree,
Man United, Man City, not a lot has really happened in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been a bit back end to end, a bit scrappy here and there.
Yeah, it's a bit lackadaisical would be the word I would use.
The quality at the moment hasn't really shone from either side. But you just feel that Man City will be happy with this right now. Man City will sit there and go, do you know what? I don't mind them being on the ball. They haven't shown a lot of quality. Because Man City, as a click of a finger, will just go, do you know what? Let's go and win it now. Let's go and win it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, all I'll say is remember, after 30 games last season, Arsenal were about 8 clear. So just, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Here's Man City with the ball at the back. Edson, lovely sweeping ball out wide to Kyle Walker. I saw someone on Friday said to me, I'd much rather Porro than Kyle Walker at right back. And I was like, please stop.
What?
Just stop. Yeah, like, honestly, people go overboard. Anyway, here is Alvarez, plays it into Foden. Foden out to Rodri. Rodri into John Stones. John Stones can come forward. He's played it all the way out wide to Grealish. He's got a bit of room here. Grealish into Bernardo Silva to the byline. He's whipped it all the way back. It's fallen to Rodri and he's volleyed it. Wow, that might have cleared the stadium. That was high and wide. High and wide. But big up to everyone in here. Smash the like button. I'll tell you what. God, the Spurs review is going to be interesting tonight when I say that Spurs won't win the league.
Oh, don't, it'll be fun. We're all here for it. It's all here for it.
My mates. So last night I went out for it was my friend's dad's retirement party last night.
Yeah,
Loads of my boys were there who support all these different teams. And one of them said to me, you haven't mentioned Spurs once in about 2 hours. It's like, yeah. He went, well, I thought you'd be gloating about being top. I said, boys, where do you think Spurs will finish? All of them said between 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah.
It's the thing. Because all of them said, yeah, you've done well, but you know, you're not as good as you think. And I said, yeah, exactly, which is why I don't come to parties and gloat. But then again, I'm not fun at parties. It's a foul. Erling Haaland. Perchy, you wait and see what I'm like on a night out. Jesus. Ask Henry. Ask Danny Kiriakou. Ask Alex. Box office what I'm like on a night out, honestly. So a free kick to Man City. Just going into the last third of the Man United half. 17 minutes and 9 seconds gone. Man City just comfortable having the possession, knocking it about. They need that moment of magic, but it's early days. Here's Bernardo Silva back to Grealish. Grealish down the line to Bernardo Silva. Is he going to whip it in? He's whipped it in first time. Haaland was waiting, but Harry Maguire loves those. That's where you don't want to play the ball in the air when Harry Maguire's there. As we come into the last minute of all the 2 o'clock kickoffs, so I'll let you know as those games finish or if there's any late drama. Diaz into Rodri. I love Rodri. I just love Rodri. I think he's the best midfielder in the league by a country mile. Here's Bernardo Silva. City now, yeah. City have taken all the sting out of this game. The sting out of this game.
And if anyone's interested in Germany, Dortmund have pulled it back from 2-0 down against Frankfurt. Yusufa Moukoko. The young
Moukoko, yeah. Is it 2-0?
2-2 at Frankfurt, yeah.
Rangers are losing at home, by the way, for anyone interested. Rangers 0, Hearts 1. That game is just approaching half-time. Man City now are dominating. They've got all the ball. United have just dropped deep into a defensive shape, which is what most people do against City. Here's Jack Grealish on the wing. And it's a corner to Man City. He went to play the 1-2. The defender cut it out, and it's gone out for a corner kick to Manchester City. Absolutely. Just a girl who loves Spurs. Big up Kate has said, rub the like button like it's Margot Robbie or David Ginola. Your choice. Both. Both. There's only 47 likes. Smash that like button, people. Let's smash that like button. Also, by the way, a super chat here. So sorry I didn't get to read this. Hang on, I'll come to that after the corner, by the way. Corner kick from Man City. It's going to be played in low. It's one from the training ground. Jack Grealish has got the ball on the edge of the box. He's had a dig, and the keeper pushes it wide. I don't think it was going in, but he had a low curling shot. And Mario 2012 said, yo, Savva, Perchy, and all in the chat. This season for me, the journey is the destination. 2 more transfer windows, and the destination is the journey. I'll take that. Absolutely take that, Mario, for sure. Big up to you. Thank you so much for being a channel member and for the super chat. There's another corner kick. I think it's going to be Julian Alvarez. He's gone to the far post, headed back by Bernardo Silva. It's gone to Grealish. Grealish has played it all the way back to Walker. Walker's going to go back out to Alvarez. Alvarez has dinked it into the box and it's headed clear. Can United get it away? No. Again, Man City are like tigers. They win it back quickly. Here's Walker. Walker into Alvarez. He's played it down the line. I said it was brilliantly, but John Stones just hasn't got enough pace for that. And it's a goal kick to Man United. But Percy, Man City starting to dominate.
Yeah, you're starting to see the dominance, right? You're starting to see him to get back into the game. At Brighton, by the way, there is 9 added minutes in the Brighton-Fulham game, so there's definitely an opportunity for someone to go and win it. Liverpool are comfortable. That is all but done. And I believe Villa are 3-1 up. That's all but done as well.
It's a free kick to Man United. Amrabat with another foul. He's made a few fouls in there now. On Foden. Have we heard about any transfer rumours? I mean, I don't know. Spurs are linked with so many people. I don't know what's real and what's not. Aston Villa 3, Luton 1 is a full-time score.
Yeah.
I believe that now makes, if I'm not wrong, Aston Villa are now the second top goal scorers in the Premier League behind Newcastle. But here is a free kick to Man City. Can't see who's over it. It's quite far away. Free kicks whipped in. And it's headed away by Man United. The ball is still flying around in the box. Cleared by Man U. All Man U can do it is clear, and then City just come back at them.
I thought that was how the game was going to really pan out, in my opinion. I felt like that exactly it will be. How long will Man City break the deadlock, really? That's what it feels like for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no real clear-cut chances being created by Man City, but they are dominating the football. Man United now can try and get it out. Alan, absolutely, mate. We are going to be linked with absolutely everyone. We always are. We always are. I don't mind Onana. I think he's a good player. By the way, West Ham were awful. I thought West Ham were absolutely horrible to watch today.
Yeah, it weren't great, were they?
And look how excited their fans were after 5 games when they were like top of the league or something. The referee is coming across here. I don't know why. He's coming across to the lino. No, he's not. He's coming across to VAR. What's he coming at? Why are we looking at VAR? Right, hang on. VAR are looking at a possible penalty. I think he's going to give that.
Let's have a look. I'm a bit behind, of course. So
I wish they'd show it. I think he's going to give that on Rasmus Højlund. I think, is it a penalty? I think it'll be soft. By the way, Liverpool are 4-0 up at home to Nottingham Forest. Liverpool are 4-0 up. Is he going to give this, Perchy?
I'm just watching it. I'm just watching it now at the moment. I mean, I didn't actually get to see it. Decision penalty. Is he giving it?
Oh, no, not yet. I'll let you know. Sorry, I put that up too early.
No, the one you want to be doing is...
He's given a penalty to Manchester City.
And then
Perchy, get off that. Perchy, get off that. Penalty to Manchester City. Rasmus Højlund was holding back like this. He was holding back Rodri, and the penalty's been given. Just before that penalty is taken, the 4th Liverpool goal. Listen to this. Liverpool, 4 of their 5 forwards have scored today. And the only one that hasn't scored today is Luis Diaz, who I believe is not playing because of there's something to do with his parents in Colombia.
The goal's just been ruled out by offside.
Oh, it's been ruled out. Okay, ignore everything I just said.
I will. What I will say though is I hope I hope, especially his dad. I know his mum, after what happened yesterday, the news that came out of Colombia, horrendous news if you know anything about it. His parents held hostage by gunpoint is absolutely horrendous.
Right, here is by the way, Brighton are in the 99th minute at home. Looks like they're going to drop points at home to Fulham. Erling Haaland is stepping up here for by the way, Liverpool is finished 3-0. Big up, Leo. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Erling Haaland steps up, rolls it into the bottom corner. Erling Haaland played 10, scored 10, having a very poor season indeed, is the front man for Manchester City. 10 in 10. 10 in 10, and he's had a drop-off.
Crazy, isn't it?
Man United nil. Manchester City 1. If you would do the honours, there you go. He's on it. Perchy's on it. Of course he is. He's on it.
You missed the video, though. That's not...
1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0.
Because it's cool.
1-0 to Manchester City away at Man United as things stand. Tottenham Hotspur are top with 26. As it stands, Arsenal are second on 24 points. Man City are third on 24 points. Liverpool are fourth on 23, and Villa are fifth on 22. It's very tight between the 4 teams up there, 5 teams up there. And a little bit of a gap is being created between 5th and 6th, which is 5 points. Now, don't forget, Perchy, one thing, and we'll talk about this probably in a lot more detail tonight. Don't forget, all of those teams below us play before we do.
But mate, this is what I said, and people went to... Again, anything you say that isn't following the sort of positivity route, it's considered negative. And I just said, when everyone goes on about, we're 5 points clear, I said, just remember that everyone else has an opportunity to get 6 points above us. They get before we play again. So it goes through.
Let's look at this. Let's have a look, shall we? So if we look at the fixtures for next weekend, okay, you have got Man City are at home to Bournemouth. Right?
Yep.
I fully expect Man City to win that.
Yeah.
You have got Liverpool away at Luton. You would expect Liverpool to win that. Now, Arsenal have got the 5:30 game on Saturday away to Newcastle. That's not going to be easy. But if they win that, then all 3 will be above us. So then it puts pressure on our game. So this is why I don't really read into 5-point gaps and all this at this time of the year.
Agreed. Listen, you want to be 5 points clear when you've all played the same amount of games and there's 5 games left, right? That's when you want to be 5 points clear, not when you've played 10 games and everyone else has played 9. And then when you're playing your 11th game, it's when everyone else has already played their 2 other games, right?
Yeah,
it's all
absolutely.
That context.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So Man City now bringing the ball forward. They look comfortable now, Man City. They've just sort of settled into they've settled into a comfortable pattern. Hansi G, if you're the penalty taker for your team, you're the penalty taker for your team. We didn't say this when Kane was our player, did we?
No, but what I would say on this, I'm going to go on a little rant for a second. I really, really hate the notion about players that take penalties. Oh, they score penalties. Still got to score them, right?
Yeah.
What do you want them to do? Sky it over the bar? Like, you'd have had to go if they skied every penalty over the bar. Like, I'll be honest, I heard it all the time with Harry Kane, and it really bothered me. I'm now hearing it with Erling Haaland. What do you expect? Like, he takes the penalties for the team, right? Oh.
Yeah. Well, someone's got to score them. Someone's got to score them. But hey, I'm looking at it again here. Rasmus Højlund. I mean, I think what you've got to do there is look. It's sloppy from Højlund. It's stupid from Højlund. Look, I think VAR is killing football. For me, you could have just quite easily have played on there. But I don't know. I don't know. But we're just coming up to 30 minutes gone at Old Trafford, and United have looked every bit as disappointing as we've seen for.
I think just sort of go on to your Højlund one, and what you don't want to be doing, like, and this is the one thing with Man United here, and this is where if you're playing Man City, and by the way, I say this about any football team, when you're playing the likes of Man City, the one thing you don't want to do is give them a soft goal. Don't make it. You want to make it as difficult as it can for a team that scores so many goals like Man City and play the way that they do. The one thing you don't want to be doing is giving away a soft penalty. Giving away
Rasmus Højlund through on goal. He's gone round. Is it Højlund? Sorry, went round the keeper, but went wide. He's pulled it back, and the shot is skied by Bruno Fernandes. I think it was Højlund. Yeah, that was good from Man U. It was a bad back pass, I think, by Bernardo Silva. Højlund ran through, but he never quite had it under control. Yeah, Daniel E., if you want any reason as to why I hate VAR, what a calamity that was yesterday. What a calamity. And people go, oh, as long as we get the right decisions. Why can't we go back to the obvious? Like for penalties, for handballs, can we not just go back to was it deliberate or not? Here's Bruno Fernandes flying down the left wing. Bruno Fernandes, he's brought it across, but it wasn't the best ball. But Grealish can retrieve it. He's gone back to Bruno Fernandes. You get the feeling a second goal here, and it's all but done. John Stones pulls it out wide to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's gone to Phil Foden. Phil Foden's going to run at Lindelof. He's still running at him. Pulled it back to Rodri. They're just toying with them now. Phil Foden's twisting and turning on the edge of the box. Lovely little ball out to Grealish. He plucks it out the air. Grealish is going to... Oh, what a ball from Grealish. Through to Foden. Oh, Foden just took too long there, but a lovely little reverse ball, and it's a goal kick to Man United. For me, one of the most underrated players in world football.
Bang on. I think John Stones brilliant.
I think he's absolute class. Absolute class. Frankfurt 3, Borussia Dortmund 2. Is that a full-time or is that latest?
That's still playing at the moment. I'll let you know on the goal score if you... It is...
Yeah, Adam, there were red lines, there were green lines, there was... Oh, mate, it was embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Faris Chabi has scored for Frankfurt. Yeah, I think you're right. Do you know, the one thing I will say on this, the VAR decisions are horrendous, right? And by the way, that's not... Do you know what's even worse? That's equally... There's even another one that was awful. The decision at Newcastle, by the way. What an absolute horrendous decision. And do you know what? What makes it even worse?
The refereeing and VAR decisions are the worst in the world in this country.
Yeah. But do you know what it is? VAR has allowed referees to now not make a decision. This is the problem, right? So the referees are sitting there going, do you know what? I don't have to make a big decision because someone sat in a computer room next to Heathrow is going to do it for me. So they make the safe option and then wait for them to go and say, oh, no, do you know what? That should be a red card. No. Be a referee, take charge of it, and do your job properly. If you think it's a red card, send him off. If you think it's a penalty, give the penalty.
They're not making decisions anymore. I mean, just quickly, Hector Rico. This is the same, though, as when Spurs had the goal disallowed. Liverpool had the goal disallowed. People said cheating Spurs. It's not Spurs. It's the officials and VAR. It wasn't Man City cheating. It was the officials and VAR. I think fans we need to get a grip. We need to get a grip here. Can't blame the clubs for referees and VAR decisions. Man City coming forward again. Gone out wide, Bernardo Silva. He's played a good ball into John Stones. He's gone back to Bernardo Silva. Again, City, for me, haven't even had to get out of second gear, really, here. They've toyed. This is not a good Man United team.
No. It's very, very poor.
Here you go. Aaron has said, who's under more pressure? For me, it's Ten Hag. This is Ten Hag's second year. And they look worse they look awful.
They look worse in this year than they were last year. They look a lot worse.
Here's Bernardo Silva. Tried a cheeky little back heel to Grealish, didn't come off. But Stones, what Man City are brilliant at is when they lose the ball, they seem to have it back in possession within about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Again, they've lost the ball there. Rodri gets it back. Here's a good ball out to Foden. Foden's going to flip that down the line to Alvarez. Alvarez has dinked it into the middle. Harry Maguire went to head it away, missed it, and then luckily it fell at his feet and he cleared it. You get the feeling, Percy, again, the second goal here, and this score could be anything. But I mean, that was shambolic defending.
Do you know
Maguire?
Sorry, you go.
No, not you. I was laughing. Oh wow, just
no. I was just gonna say the one thing I love about Man City, and it's you see other teams when they get possession, it's like they get excited with the ball. Man City get hold of the ball, and it's like, you know what? We'll go at our own pace here. We don't need to rush about.
Yeah,
we're under no pressure to run around and press and do this, that, and the other. Right? They just take their time. The problem is, Archie,
I watch so many games where teams try and do everything at breakneck speed, right?
Yeah,
then people go, "Oh, the Premiership's quick," but that's why there's such a lack of quality. Man City, who are the team with the most quality, do it at their pace.
Yep, and you can't get the ball. You very rarely can get the ball off Man City.
Sorry, Jack Grealish got the ball on the left perch. He cut in. As he cut in, Johnny Evans didn't stop, took him out. And it's a free kick. And that was Jack Grealish doing what Jack Grealish does, winning the free kick, edge of the box. Oh, God, that's a...
I'm just watching it now.
He's done well not to get a yellow card there, to be honest.
Oh, that's a booking all day long.
Alan, don't you think, though, when we're saying his biggest problem is Jackson, I don't think Jackson was brought in to be the main man. I think it was Nkunku that was meant to be the main man. But for me, Chelsea, now they, like Percy said, they need an Ivan Toney. They need, if I was them, I'd go and get the guy I want. I'd go and get a Santiago Jimenez. Free kick to the right. Alvarez is going to whip it in. He's had a shot. And was it creeping in? It looked like it might have been going in. And Onana, it looks like Onana's just tipped it over the bar. Did he need to tip that over the bar? Yeah, I don't know.
Just watching it now.
I'm not sure. So corner kick to Man City. Let's see if they're going to do. They've done a couple of short corner kicks.
Yeah, I think it is going in. He has to make the save.
The corner bounced away, but back to Man City again. They can't get out of their half. Foden drills the ball in. It's headed on by Rodri, but it wasn't where he wanted it to go. And it's a goal kick. Headed on, by Ruben Diaz. Steve D thinks Onana should have caught it. I possibly. Ben, yeah. And there's motion at my front door. Who's that? At my front door? Why is there always... Honestly, I feel like since I started YouTube, my door I'm sure I've got no friends and my door never, ever went. Since I started YouTube and streaming, my door's just like on constant rotation. Here's Man City again, down the right side. Alvarez has spun away from Amrabat. He's still spinning away from him. Put a lovely ball out wide to Grealish. And again, Grealish is going to run at Dalot. He cuts back. He pulls it back. He's had a shot and it's deflected from Amrabat for another corner kick. This is if you weren't a football fan, Perchy, like if you'd never watched football before, and someone turned around and said, "Oh, by the way, the team in blue are good and the team in red are from 2 leagues below," they're awful.
Yeah, but I think it kind of all summed. I think a lot of it all summed up when they went and brought Johnny Evans back to the club. No disrespect to Johnny Evans, by the way. I think it just kind of summed it all up, right? Where it was all going wrong. Listen, by the way, Johnny Evans has had a brilliant career. He's a stalwart centre half, but this is Man United, right? Man United should be expecting to
I'll
be
ask you a
bringing
question.
in. Gone.
I always have this conversation with Rants when I go, but you're Man United. You're Man United. And how many years can we keep saying that? Because this isn't Man United this isn't the Man U I grew up with.
Oh man, nowhere near.
This is Man United for me. And now look, Aston Villa are a better team. Newcastle are a better team. Brighton are a better team.
Yeah.
This is a very, very average Man United team that keeps spending money badly. I don't know.
What Man United are doing? What Man United do?
Sorry.
No, I was just saying. What Man United do is they try to spend their way out of a problem without any real plan of action. Very similar to what Tottenham do, by the way. Very similar. What we were like. It was buying for buying's sake.
Yeah.
Like no disrespect. But they buy in big names like a Casemiro. But you're sitting there going, is Casemiro the player that you need to be getting in right now? They should be going in there buying a top centre half.
I just think they need to build. I think they need to get in a manager that's going to build a young team. They should be looking for Van der Vens, a doggies.
Yeah, agreed.
They should be. I'm surprised they should have got a James Maddison. Hang on, is Man City? And that time, brilliantly defended by Amrabat. And Man U have won the foul. And Amrabat is chasing after Phil Foden. And Grealish has jumped in to defend his mate. And now we're getting some derby passion.
Yeah.
By the way, can we take a second to talk about Wayne Rooney, about Birmingham sacking their manager who had them top 6 and in a playoff place?
Yep.
And then replacing him with the big name, but not necessarily the big manager, and then playing free, losing free. What pressure is he under already?
Oh, listen, if I say what I feel, screw it. This could be a really ranty moment because if I'm a manager now, and by the way, it really irritates me when clubs do what they did. Bear in mind, they're not the first club to do it. They won't be the last one because when another big name becomes available that's more of a name than anything else, I think they get what they deserve, Birmingham City. If I was a fan, I'd be livid. They've completely... And Wayne Rooney's proven that he's not a very good manager. He hasn't really done it anywhere, has he? Let's be honest.
And their next 2 games, Perchy, their next 2 games are against Ipswich, who are second.
Yep.
Right? Ipswich, who are second. Hang on. Who am I looking at? Birmingham. They've got Ipswich, who are second at home, and then Sunderland, who are 6th away.
They'll struggle, but this is the problem.
It could be 5 from 5.
Could be, but this should be a telltale sign. Look at other clubs that done it, right? There's so many. Frank Lampard didn't really do it anywhere. People say Derby, but he fell off. Didn't really do it. Then got the Chelsea job and fell apart. Steven Gerrard, okay, did it at Rangers. Didn't do it at Aston Villa. Aston Villa fans couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
And have you noticed, right? It's always the ones that seem to get drafted into the sort of, well, I say the top teams. I'm on about the top 2 divisions. Look at but then I don't know.
What have any of them done? If we look at Rooney, Lampard, and Gerrard, these are 3 managers being picked on how good they were as footballers.
Yep.
Hang on, is right? Man City. Walker plays it out to Foden. Foden's one-on-one with Lindelof. Plays it to Walker. He's going to pull it back. Oh, Haaland was there for a tap-in, but he couldn't quite find Haaland, and it's a corner kick. This is comfortable. Look, you'll always say all the while it's 1-0 United are in it, but this is comfortable as you're likely to see in a derby game, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying about it at 1-0, but it's one of those, as I said, it's when Man City go, do you know what, let's just win it, let's finish it off now. They're just taking it as easy as that. I don't think Man City have got out of first gear. They haven't at all.
Oh, Grealish, he's done 2 of them. Spread it lovely. Jack Grealish has absolutely mugged off 2 players. You know I like seeing people take players on.
Yeah.
Man United can break, though. This is a rare chance for United to break. Bruno Fernandes is going to spread it wide to Rashford, but that's a superb tackle from Josep Vardiol. That's a lovely tackle. He's a top centre-half, him. He's a top player, is Vardiol. Man United still got the ball. Man United are in the Man City half, Perchy. News alert. All of Man United's 11 are in the Man City half. But they're doing nothing with it. The ball's whipped forward. And it's a great save. It's a great save. To be fair, the ball was whipped forward. I thought it was going into no man's land, but the ball was whipped forward. It went into Højlund, who took it, McTominay, took a touch on the edge of the box, volleyed it towards goal. And it was a strong hand in the end from Ederson to push it wide. Corner kick now. Eriksen's whipped in the cross and it's gone wide, high and wide. But good snapshot from Man United there. And a reminder that 1-0 is never, ever enough.
No, agree. Good. It was a good save from Ederson. I think comfortable and really, I think you expect him to make that save. But you're right. It gives an opportunity Man United haven't really had. So yeah, Man United are just really, it's more hoping than anything else, right? And Borussia Dortmund have scored. It is 3-3. Really good game over there. Julian Brandt with the goal.
Good player.
Very good player.
Man United, can they break again here? Bruno Fernandes plays it into Eriksen. Back to Bruno. Back to Eriksen. They're driving forward here. He's not quite got the legs of Eriksen there. They've won it again, though, Man United. They're having a little fist of it here. Rashford dinks it into the middle and headed away and over the bar by Ruben Diaz. It's a corner to Man United. But Man United, somebody said it in the chat earlier. I think it might have been actually the real N7 year. They're like Spurs under Conte.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then a good counter-attack, but the football is awful. Corner kick from Bruno to the back post. It's one in the air and high and wide by Maguire for a goal kick.
What Man
There's
United
a minute and a half to go.
What Man United are now are Spurs under Conte without a Harry Kane.
Yeah.
That's what they are, right?
I like Rasmus Højlund. I think he's a good young forward one to watch. But if you're spending 70 million on a striker, don't you want that bloke to be scoring goals like every game?
Yeah.
Not every game. You know what I mean? Like,
but the problem is when you buy a player like that, I think this is the problem, right? And this is where Man United go all wrong and where Man City go absolutely bang on, right, with it. And hear me out. Man City will buy a Julian Alvarez and allow him to develop his own speed to now play into a different...
Hang on, City are in here. Bernardo Silva, he's going to pull it back. Oh, what a save from Onana. Sorry, cut you off, Perchy. The ball went down the line. Grealish again, a reverse pass. He's brilliant at that to Silva. Silva chipped it to the back post. Erling Haaland, 6 yards out, point-blank header. And Onana scrambling across his goal. You'd expect him to save it. It looked much better in real time. But
I'm watching it now. Oh, what a save. I've just seen him. That's how far behind I am. What a save.
Football all round. And now the corner kick comes in. It's headed away back to Phil Foden. And the referee has blown up for half-time. It is 1-0 to Man City at half-time. And, I mean, it's been comfortable. It's been comfortable, Perchy, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And let us know in the chat. Smash the likes, by the way. We should be on 100 and we're only on 64. Smash that like button, people.
Come on.
And we have got, we've had 4 subscribers today. So thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Please, can we get another 4 or 5? The link is now in the chat and I have pinned it. I have pinned it to the top of the show. So please, 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 if we could smash that as we work our way towards 12,000, that would be fantastic. Rem said, when do Spurs face Man City?
Couple of weeks.
In 4 games?
Yeah, so we've got Chelsea, Wolves, and Man City. Right.
There you go. Tottenham fixtures. We have got Chelsea, Wolves, Villa, City.
Oh, Villa.
So,
Villa,
and then
yeah.
West Ham, then Newcastle. So, the next 6 games is going to be really, really interesting in this league. Man City, by the way, should we have a look and see who Man City have got coming up? Man City have got home to Bournemouth, away to Chelsea, and then home to Liverpool. That should be a blockbuster. Home to Liverpool. Then they play us, then Villa, then Luton. So it's some good games. Whoever comes out of this next 5 or 6 games going to fancy themselves. But yeah, it's been, would you say, a couple of breaks from United, but it's been easy for City, hasn't it?
Nah, I think the word is comfortable. I think as I said, Man City haven't really come out of first gear. They've just got on with it, right? They've just got on with it. And you just think Man City have got 3 or 4 gears that if they need to, they will just get into that and they'll crack on. I think the scoreline doesn't really reflect how comfortable it's been. Man United have had chances, but I wouldn't sit there and say they've had any glaring opportunities that have really caused Edison or that back four any real worry. Listen, I think this is the Man City that we know. Oh, I do apologise. Yeah, this is the Man City that we all know. Commanding, taking the game as it comes. Really, really simple. Guys, as Savva mentioned, just remember, smash up those likes. Let's get those likes up. And is it shameless to say, can't I subscribe to the Perchy TV as well? We're at 2,360. So can we get 10 subscribers today? Would be amazing. I'll whack the link in if people could. That would be lovely. A little bit shameless, but we're all trying to push to our destination, so to speak. Yeah, that would be lovely if you could. I'll whack that in there. Please, if you could, we get 10 subs. That'd be lovely. 5 or 6 would be lovely. Guys. Guys in the chat, let me know what you think on really how you think. Big up to Spitting Facts. The game is just as you would expect. Man City comfortable. I think the annoyance to me is usually the one thing. If I was Ten Hag, I'd be irritated with is don't give Man City an easy goal. Make Man City do something special to score. And you think the penalty is so soft. I just think it is what it is. Man City doing exactly what it is. Oh, big up Ryan Griffiths. Thank you so much for subbing over to the channel. Massive love. Thank you so much. We're few things coming soon, so it'd be great to get build up that. I want to try and get 2,400, and that's about 39 subs away. So if you haven't, that'll be lovely. I can't watch it going off you. Oh, big up Spitting Face. Yeah, listen, I think it's everything you'd expect a Man City team. Controlling, commanding, and just dominating the game, but not doing it in a way of battering goals. I think they're just taking it. If they need to, they'll go up a gear. They don't need to. I don't think Man United have offered much. Højlund has been a bit wasteful, but he's a kid. I just think they're dying for a striker. If anyone's crying out for a striker as well, it's Man United, as are a lot of teams. Chelsea are crying out for one, and a few others, right? So, yeah, Man City completely commanding and, just taking the game at their own speed. You're muted.
Thank you to whoever else just subscribed. Really appreciate it. If anyone else would like to subscribe, the link is in the chat, so please do. It'd be much appreciated. Yeah, look, I think when we went 5 points clear on Friday night, we knew that Liverpool would win. I think we knew that Arsenal would win. We knew Villa would win. Man City looked like they were about to make it a clean sweep. Any surprises in there for you?
Nah. I'll be honest, the only surprise, especially with this game, is that it's only 1-0. I think if Man City, if Man City wanted to, there'd be 3-0 game done if they wanted to. They're just taking it as they want, right?
Yeah. I always think it's worrying with Man City because Man City never look like they're out of first gear.
Nah.
And then when they turn the other side of the year, they always seem to then start blowing teams away.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got De Bruyne to come back.
But it's true. But also, I think the one thing, the key bit here is what we always say with this is, I mentioned it earlier as well. Big up, Ryan. The one thing I would always say, though, with this is also the key one. Don't let it easy for Man City. And what did Man United do? Give away a really, really soft penalty. And just like that, Man City have gone, do you know what? You've just gifted exactly what we need. We'll make you work your absolute backside off to get back in the game. And then in the last half an hour, we'll just sweep you aside because we're just taking it easy and easy.
Do you know what? Amir, do you know what I love about Grealish? You don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He will cut in or go to the byline or play the reverse pass. And it's the complete opposite to our wide men who are very predictable. I think he's been brilliant. Foden comes in off that touchline, as does Alvarez. I think that's what you need. But who else we got here? Spitting Facts said, I can't watch it. I don't know. I can't watch it going. I don't know what that means. Rodney. Yes, I think Liverpool will be the closest challengers to Man City. I think Liverpool have got so much firepower, so many options. It is unreal. When you look at Diaz, Gakpo, Soboslai, Nunes, Salah, I think I'm missing one of their strikers as well, Jota. I just think they've got so much firepower, and I think it's going to be the difference between getting over the line in games. So I haven't changed from the beginning of the season. I said Man City, from Liverpool, from Arsenal. I'm sticking with my front three after everything I've seen. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, West Ham lost and they were absolutely terrible as well. Yeah, Rodri, for me, the complete midfielder. Ben Salih Yusuf said, I'm surprised. I expected more fight from United. They always go as underdogs and lose, but usually they show more fight. Yeah, let's see how they come out second half. Listener said Arsenal has been given 6 penalties so far. We've got 0. What's up with that? I mean, I think a lot of it is when you watch Liverpool, Arsenal, they run at players in the box. If you look, we don't run at people in the box. And that's normally where you get penalties from. But hey, I'm sure we'll get some penalties. Alan likes Grealish, but said he's got crap hair. Yeah, Ryan, the stat merchants that don't understand what Grealish does. Rodney has said, Savva, got something for you. Paid good dollar for it. It's on its way to me. You're going to love it. You can have it in December. Oh, that's very cryptic, Rodney. What is it? Amir, agreed. I think the key thing is whenever that ball goes out to him, I always think, is he going to roll it into Silva, who's overlapping? Is he going to cut in? Is he going to drive himself to the byline? You never know. And that's why he gets so many fouls, because he's so unpredictable as a footballer. Oh, I see what he means. Sorry, yeah. So I didn't quite understand. I love this. Asha said, yeah. Grealish's hair reminds her of boy band hair from the 1990s. Love it. Jack Grealish bringing back the 1990 vibes. Big up to whoever else just subscribed. Come on, let's get 4 or 5 more subscribers before the second half starts. Here it is. Look, there's the link in the chat. Big up. We've had 6 so far today. Let's get a few more. There you go. There's the link. Smash the subscribe button. And are we at 100 likes yet? No, we're only at 81. So we need 19 more people to smash that like button. Is Angus here? I've not seen Angus here. No doubt he will be later. But no, I've not seen Angus. But I'm guessing he would have been yesterday after Arsenal had won 5-0. But again, comfortable wins for the likes of Arsenal, for the likes of Liverpool. They're all up there. They're all up there. And I think I think cream rises to the top. Sorry for anyone that thinks that's negative. Who cares about fouls? Give me goals or assists. Yeah, this is very childish because fouls lead to free kicks and penalties, which leads to goals. So you've got to have your winger getting fouls. You've got to have wingers that create. You've got to have wingers that drive fullbacks mad. At the moment, we're not getting either from our wingers. So it is what it is. Amin thinks that this is going to be Man United 1, Man City 1. There you go. Yeah, we found one of the stat merchants. Honestly, the kids of today that just stats. This was never a thing growing up. It was never a thing. It was just footballers were good or they weren't. And now it's, oh, have you seen his stats? Like somebody said the other day, I can't remember which player it was, has made, I don't know, something like 140 passes in the game or 120 passes in the game and they completed 98%. And when they looked at them, like nearly all of them were 5-yard passes across the back line. It's like, that's a pointless stat. What does it mean? It doesn't really mean anything. Hey, but it is what it is. BVB David has said full-time, Frankfurt 3, Borussia Dortmund 3. So Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich 2-point gap going into the Borussia Dortmund v Bayern Munich game. Yeah, going to be interesting to see what happens in that league. Everyone says all these leagues are farmers' leagues, but they're all tight. All these leagues are tight, so we shall see. Anyone expect there to be any subs half time? Is this stream lagging for anyone else, or is it just on my end? Oh, I don't know. Is it lagging for anyone else? No, it wasn't Romero. I don't think it was a Spurs player that I saw it for, but I was just saying, Pudge, you know, when you see these stats of so-and-so had 100 passes in the game and a 98% pass completion rate, and when you look at them, like 98% of them were a pass across the back four with no pressure on, you know.
Well, didn't we have, there was a stat recently, I can't remember exactly who it was, but in the Tottenham game where Vicario and Romero made the most passes between two players in one game. Like, it's just, that's when like it gets like, okay, but that's why when I don't really listen to passing stats, because it's like you could have your two centre halves pass it between each other all game and they get 99% pass accuracy, but they're making 2-yard passes, right?
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to make you a little bit jealous.
Go on, what you got?
Look at that little beauty.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, I'll show you. Wait till I bite in it as well.
Yeah, by the way, I think a few people are saying about YouTube streams are lagging. It's YouTube. It's not my internet or purchase. Compact, great picture. Said if Kula was more unpredictable like Grealish rather than this typical constant cutbacks, would you enjoy watching him? Yeah. If he played like Grealish, I'd enjoy it. Again, I thought he had another crap game the other night against Palace. Just saying. Or the stream is lagging. Listen, if the streams are lagging, just give them a few minutes. They will get themselves back. It is YouTube.
It's not lagging on our end.
It's not the YouTubers. It's YouTube. So
I think, do you know what bothers me? We'll only go into it for a little bit because I know it really rattles people about Kula's SC, but I think the bit that really irritates me more is it's this attitude, and he is the statistician's dream, right? Because he doesn't. Everyone goes, oh well, he doesn't lose the ball, he retains it. Well, yeah, I'd expect him not to lose the ball because he doesn't take any risks. You look at use Jack Grealish as an example. Diaby's another good example. They may not have the most pass accuracy or pass success, but at least what they'll do is they take risks. Right? And I think that for me that's the difference maker in it all.
I love Diaby. I think that was such a good signing at what, 40 million? I think it was such a good signing.
Yeah. Bargain.
Yeah. Right. Mason Mount looks like he's coming on for Man United. Ten Hag tried to rile up the crowd. I'm not sure Listen, I mean, what they don't want is a thumping here because it's those sort of results that can see the end of a manager.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Mason Mount is coming on for number 4.
Amrabat.
So Mason Mount's coming. Yeah, I mean, Amrabat's been running around chasing shadows and fouling everyone. So
yeah. Say when you want me to start it as well, by the way.
I'll let you know. Are you ready?
Yeah. Just say when.
Now.
There, boom.
Yeah, Daryl, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, this is it.
Do you know what? I think that's the key bit, and that's what I kind of just alluded to earlier. Was I want to see a player like. And by the way, this is not me knocking Kulusevski because I think technically he's a very good player, but he's a very safe player. Sometimes you want to be like. I don't mind it if he loses the ball to a fullback if he's gone and tried to do something a bit different, changed his game up a bit, but it's retaining possession for the sake of retaining possession.
Yeah, agreed. Hopefully the lagging issues have stopped from YouTube now, and lots of people saying it's going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, spitting facts. Listen, I think they're a good team. I've got them to finish second. I've said that all season. City, Liverpool, Arsenal, everybody else. For me,
I think Liverpool will be the closest team nearer the end of the season to Man City.
I agree.
In my opinion, I think they'll be the ones that will push them as close to the end as possible. But yeah, in this day and age,
that was Euros, right?
Regardless, in this day and age, it's good money when a player's doing what he's doing at the moment, right?
Oh,
it's 40 million quid, 40 million euros irrelevant, right? You know what? You know me. I've always been that person that goes, I don't care what the price tag is. If it's 4 million quid or 40 million quid, if they come in and they do a job, then I don't care, right?
Right, free kick to Man United is played early into Rashford. He's tried to take on Alvarez and Foden, and they've doubled up on him nicely. It's a corner to Man United. Short corner taken. It's gone at Bruno. Bruno's going to have a dig. He's had a shot. Ederson has claimed it nice and comfortably low at his bottom post. Yeah, I really enjoy watching Diaby play. I just, there's something about Villa's front line that just looks exciting to watch.
I think you've got to put Diaby in the Johnson conversation, right? Johnson, we paid, what, £42 million? So give or take here and there. I know which one I'd have, like, do you know what I mean, right now?
Sorry. Bernardo Silva pinged in a ball from the left. Rodri played it out to Bernardo Silva. He pinged the ball to the back post. And Phil Foden was running in, but he couldn't quite get his footwork right. And the ball ended up going high and wide. So I've got a bit of Rivita stuck in my throat, making it really difficult to do.
Sip some water and clear your throat.
Here's the stat. Man City, when winning at half-time, the last 49 games have won 46, drawn 3. Wow.
That's crazy.
Edison plays it out to Foden. He knocks it back to Walker. He plays it into Rodri. A lovely first-time ball out to Alvarez. This is nice football. Alvarez, lovely ball out wide. Lovely ball to Grealish. Grealish can now run at Bruno Fernandes. He's going to play the overlap ball to Silva. Silva pulls it back. And it's 2-0. Erling Haaland, 2-0. It is as simple as that. Now, I'll tell you what, change the score, my friend, Jackie. Come on, Jackie. Change the score, Jackie. And I tell you what, you know what we have to play right now. I'll do it. Don't you worry. Wait till you see the goal.
I'm sorry. I'll give you my thoughts quickly.
Oh, go on.
All I'm going to say is that's the second goal. Man City 2-0 up, and yet again defending. You've left the most prolific goal scorer we've seen in the Premier League for so many years empty at the back post for a tap in. Like someone's got to be sitting there going, "Who's marking him? We should be having 2 on this guy." What are you doing?
I'll tell you what. How good was that passing move though, from start to finish?
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. But who is it?
But also, hang on, Perchie, just quickly. You know, when we talk about the stats conversation, like, for example, that ball from Grealish to Silva to set up the goal was delicious. But no one's going to say, oh, what
there's no stat for it.
That was a beautiful passing move. And Erling Haaland has now got 11 goals in 10 Premier League games.
He's not doing very well, is he?
11 in 10, and still he'll be knocked. He'll be knocked. I mean, if that's not in form, I hate to see what will be. Man City are dominant now. Hang on. Bruno Fernandes plays it out wide. Rashford cuts inside and then gets tackled easily by Rodri. Back to Bruno Fernandes. He puts out to McTominay. Out wide here. It's all a bit slow. They whip the ball in to Grealish. They're claiming handball. You can't be giving handball for things like that.
This game finishes one of 2 ways now. It finishes 2-0 or it finishes 5-0. It all depends what Man City want to do now. If they want to humble Man United at their own gaff, they could, or they go, do you know what? We've got games coming now. We're done. We're done now. It feels like that for me.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I also have Erling Haaland as my captain in my fantasy
So do I.
team. So I'm quite happy for Haaland to go on and score 3 or 4 or whatever. Yeah, look, this is wow. Derek Hutchinson's going for 6-0 to Man City. Not bad by a team that don't look motivated. Yeah, this is what I mean.
Who was it that said that?
Sam said to me they don't look motivated enough to win a league. Yeah, I told you they're just getting going. They're just getting going. Do you know what it is? All too easy.
Do you know? Yeah, I was going to say. Do you know what they don't? It's not a team that doesn't look motivated. It's a team that looks around going, "Why is it so easy for us?" They're looking around. Why is it so easy? We don't even have to play well when we win now. Like, no one gives us a challenge.
Yeah. I mean, for a team that are meant to not be doing very well this season. By the way, thank you. We've had 1 more subscriber. Can we get 3 or 4 more? Can we get 3 or 4 more? The link is in the chat. Thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed. It is appreciated muchly. There is the link. Please smash that. Ryan making a good point. Said people get onto him because he's not pleasing on the eye. But anyone will be taking him in their team. Guy's an elite scorer. I'll tell you what, the most pleasing thing to my eye is anyone who can score 50, 60 goals a season.
He's averaged out. I think we had the stats up before the game. He's now got 2. He's just short on a goal a game for Man City.
Let's check, shall we? I'm just gonna. So Erling Haaland of Man City. Erling Haaland now for Man City has. Hang on, where's his stats? Hang on, let's get that up. Right, boom. Boo, 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 boo. No, that's his international. So Erling Haaland for Man City has played 68 so far. This is live. It's played 68, scored 65. I mean, it is ridiculous. Like, I've never known, other than Messi and Ronaldo, I've never known a player with these numbers, ever.
It's ridiculous. Like,
ever. Big up, Rakesh.
And this is the thing, right? And it's funny, isn't it? Because he goes on a game where he doesn't score in a couple, and all of a sudden he's rubbish, and then he just goes and goes, do you know what? I'll just go and get a hat-trick today. It's easy.
I'm going to message my man Sam, who said that he hasn't scored against the big clubs away from home.
Now it'll be Man United on a big club. Oh, don't.
Told you that. I told you all season. People write off the better teams. It always makes me laugh. I was saying the other day that Liverpool have dropped off, and I'm like, Liverpool have lost one game, right? Liverpool have lost one game in their last 27.
Yeah.
One defeat in 27. Wow.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, I think unfortunately nowadays we've got football fans not, and I think I mentioned it on your show, Sav. I think the key one here is it's jealousy, right? Fans slate Haaland because they wish he was in their team. If Erling Haaland played for Tottenham, we'd be talking about the greatest ever goal. We'd forget about Harry Kane. We've got the greatest now. It's jealousy. Like, big up Jacob as well, but he goes, he would have Son over Haaland. Like, why? Like, I don't understand. Was it on last week's?
Listen, as much as I love Son, I've never seen 65 in 68.
It's insane.
It's insane numbers.
But it's all
insane numbers.
Haaland's the player. Haaland, and do you know what's even more terrifying? Have you heard the news that's come out of Real Madrid? Don't know how true or not it is, by the way. That they're not trying to just get Mbappe. They want to sign Haaland as well.
And how much they're going to have to pay for Haaland from Man City?
Well, the rumours are Haaland has
it's nearly free. Sorry, mate, nearly free. Jack Grealish cut in, unleashed a powerful shot. And Onana, I would say a good save, but I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of these he's making a right meal of.
Yeah.
I think he's making a real meal of a lot of these saves. I'll look at it again. Foden played it across. Grealish cut in. I mean, he had to push it away, but I just feel like
I think it's a good save. Benefit the doubt. I think he gets it. He gets it out of the danger zone for me. But I see what you're trying. I get your point, but I think I do get your point. It's like the theatrics of it all, right?
I wonder if all those people who are watching the Football Terrace that told me I was wrong when I said that to Sam that Haaland can easily score goals away at the big clubs. They all said I was wrong and I got cooked. And here he is with 2. I wonder if any of them will go, oh, actually, Savva was right. Big up Daryl. Daryl's spot on. Yeah, he wouldn't get in our team. He doesn't work hard enough.
No, that's so true.
Who's this? I mean, Man City, even their centre back there driving forward, great footwork. This is a bit of not a statement, but again, for a team that apparently aren't motivated and aren't playing very well, they're playing some great stuff. John Stones here plays it in. They got space here. Space out wide. Foden plays it into Haaland. He takes a touch. Alvarez flicks it through. I mean, how many more of them want to touch? He's let it run. That's beautiful. Oh, and it's nearly 3-0. They're playing football that our fans think Postecoglou's playing. By the way, I don't want to be that guy, Perchy, but this is football. But have a look at this move. Let me know if you've seen it yet.
This is what I said, though. They're now just in that groove now where they're going, do you know what? Let's kill this. Get the third, get the fourth. Let's kill it. It's brilliant football.
You know, letting the ball run through his legs there. And, Rangers are about to lose at home to Hearts. They're 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go. And that looks like, as far as I'm concerned, Celtic are 8 points clear. That's the title over in October.
Yeah.
Now, that is the title that's won in October, Perchy.
Yeah.
Smash the like button, people. 10 more to get to the 100. And keep subscribing. Come on, people. We are doing well here today. We've had a few subscribers. Ash, you don't have to tell me. I'm the one. Listen, I'm not the one that was going against them playing good football.
But do you know what I was saying earlier? Yeah, what I was saying earlier. Man City just do what other teams just can't. They just it is like flicking a switch, right? They go, do you know what? We'll 45 minutes. We'll take it easy. If we get an easy goal, we'll get an easy goal. Second half, let's just win it. Give ourselves half an hour rest. Game over. Let's be honest, it's game over. Unless
hang on, it's Foden. He's coming in. He's dancing. He's dancing. Rodri's taking it away from him. He's put it back. I'll tell you what, when they go forward, the options off the ball are just crazy. Grealish, Foden, Alvarez, Haaland, Rodri, Stones, Silva. It's just scary. Absolutely scary.
Don't forget, this is a team without Kevin De Bruyne in right now.
Hang on, they're going forward again here. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez has played it back to Kyle Walker. I mean, they're just toying with them now. Yes. This is men v boys. This is, if I'm a Man United season ticket holder, I am truly, truly worried about what on earth Ten Hag is meant to have done for this last 18 months. Because this looks awful.
Do you know what? And what Man United are playing like right now, and I'll say it, they're playing like, and no disrespect, by the way, I don't mean this in a disrespect way to the team. Like, this is like Luton playing Man City at home and going, do you know what? Let's just not get battered today. Let's get the goal difference. Make sure we don't get hammered today. Like, we're not going to win, but let's not get hammered. And it feels like that today with Man United. It's like Man United going to Man United. I'm not saying they want it, but they'll sit back right now going, do you know what? We'll take 2-0. We'll take 2-0 because it's not a thumping. Because if Man City want it to be, it could be 6-0. The way that they're playing, right?
It's just awful. Like, there's no. You know what? I don't think every team can win every game, of course, right? That's just life.
Of course.
But after 18 months of this manager, I cannot see what their plan is. I can't see what their strategy is. I can't see what their ethos is. And I'm really confused because, like Ryan says here, I thought by now they'd be playing the way that Ten Hag had Ajax playing.
Well, I use them against us in the Champions League. I think that's a good barometer, right? That's what we can remember. They played with energy, yes. But they played with high energy. They played with
pressing, passing, one touch.
But you can't see that in this. And let's be honest, he's at Man United. It's not like Man United don't spend money on players. So I don't want all the nonsense that he's at Man United. Blah, they can get whoever they want. Man United, they spend a lot of money, but it's weird, isn't it? I think you're right.
By the way, Glasgow Rangers have equalised in the 90th minute. Glasgow Rangers. Here's Kyle Walker, though, going down the line. Again, Alvarez got loads of space. Alvarez has had a dig, and that one is one that Alvarez will probably want to forget. The worrying thing here is, at any point, Man City, who are murdering United down the wings, at any point, Perchy can bring on the likes of Jeremy Doku.
Yeah.
And that's the concern for everyone. Yeah, absolutely, Ash. Yeah. Maguire's great in the air. That's it. Steve has said the conversation that Haaland doesn't score at big clubs is just weird. I think he scored against everyone other than Liverpool or Arsenal.
I think something like that. But
Liverpool.
Regardless, when people say that it's nonsense, man, as I said, look at the stats. We hate stats, but look at that one.
But they're proper stats.
But no, that's what I mean. But you look at him, he's basically scoring, he's averaging 1 a game. If any striker in the world averages 1 a game, you're sitting there going, this is a great player, right? In any level, even if you're in non-league, if your non-league striker is scoring 1 a game, averaging 1 a game, you're going, he shouldn't be at this level. He's a lot better. Yeah. Do you remember though, Savva, all the talk, Man City aren't gonna be able to do it with Haaland in their team. They're gonna have to change everything. They can't play the way they want to. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, listen. It's crazy. This is why. Watch this team and tell me that we're gonna beat them to the league title. I just can't I can't see it in any way, shape, or form. United got a chance to cross here. They pulled it back. Kyle Walker heads it away. Not the best header, but he gets it. The second header. Foden now headers it onto Alvarez. He can break. Man City can break. Alvarez is going down the line. Is he going to cut back in? He's cut back in and gone to Phil Foden. Phil Foden now dribbles past one, gets back to Alvarez. He goes back to Walker, and City can just play at their own pace. Rangers, Glasgow Rangers, by the way. I said they're about to lose. They've scored 2 goals in 3 minutes. Glasgow Rangers 2, Hearts 1. The league title is back on. The league title is back on. I'll let you know who scored in a minute. The first goal was James Tavernier with a penalty. He'd already missed one earlier on in the game. And the second goal, I don't know. Here's Man City. Bernardo Silva with acres of space. He's had a dig from 20 yards. That one was easy for Onana. This is training ground stuff, Perchy. This is training ground.
Do you know what it's that game? It's like both teams have just given up. Man City have gone, do you know what? We've got other games. We've got other priorities now. It's done for us. And Man United have just gone, do you know what? We ain't beating this. Let's keep it at 2-0. We'll find another day. And Man City are just going, do you know what? We'll give it a go. I would be annoyed if I was 10. If I was sat in the stands there, if I was sat in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand, and I'll be sitting there going, come on, Eric. We're 2-0 down against our arch rivals. Give it a go.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Go and throw a Martial on. I don't think he's the greatest player. Go and change it up a bit. It's only 2-0. You get 1 goal back, and it's game on, right? I'd be sat there going, what's going on? Like, it's like, as I said earlier, it is very much like, do you know what? It's only 2-0. I don't want it comes across. I'm not saying that is what happened, but it comes across
result.
like it.
It's a good result to just give up 2 goals.
We've not got hammered at home today. We'll take that. Like, basically accepting defeat. Like, they've played 66 minutes, and the only change he made was Mason Mount for Amrabat, which really did no difference. There's no change.
They've got a corner here in the 67th minute. I mean, what more do we want? They've got a corner. He got a hat-trick against United last season. He scored, 2 goals against Spurs. He scored goals against Arsenal. He scored goals against Bayern Munich. He's now got 2 away at Old Trafford. I think at some point the criticism for this guy needs to stop. He is a goal-scoring machine.
Yep.
This is very true as well from Angel Postecoglou. Angel Postecoglou. Jefferman, but this is, again, it's a pointless stat. I mean, Man City won't care that they didn't manage to score against Spurs. They won the title and the treble. They don't care. This is only a trophy for Spurs. This, by the way, that City have struggled to score against us.
Who cares?
On the ground. By the way, they struggled to score against us when we had 10 men behind the ball. This season, I think, will be very different the way we play.
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna have a rude awakening. Everyone thinks all of a sudden we're gonna beat them. I don't think so. I think it will be, we're gonna offer them a lot more space. I still think we'll have opportunities against them, but this Man City team are something else.
Mm. So 68 minutes gone, 2-0 to Man City at Man United. And at the moment, let me just quickly check the Premier League table to see if that second goal, let's see what it's done on the goal difference. Their goal difference at the moment is plus 14. Arsenal's is plus 15. So 1 more goal will actually, Man City will still be less goals. Rashford, oh my God, it should be 2-1. Wait till you see it. It should be 2-1. The ball came in over the top. The ball came over the top. Rashford made a really good run. Took it down on his chest. Then volley. Oh, my God. You've got to score that. You've got to score that.
Just watching now. Oh, dear. And that is why Marcus Rashford is not a great goal scorer. that just sums it up, right? Those are ones where your Haalands, your Kanes, your Lewandowskis go and score, right? Pull your team back in it. It's a weird one. I don't know what he's doing. He's taking it. What? Take it down in front. He's gone like against the goal, right? It's a weird one. He just makes the angle so much tighter for himself. Very weird.
I agree with you, Steve. Matt, so as it stands, well, Man City still have the best Premier League defence. Only 7 goals conceded in 10 games. Couple more goals will see them up there with the top goal scorers as well. But at the moment, they're just knocking it around nicely. They're not too worried, especially if Man U want to miss chances like Rashford just did. God, I'd love to see. This is. Let's have a look. Let's see what my app is showing. They've had 64% possession away to their biggest rivals. Absolute madness. By the way, for anyone that cares, Inter Milan versus Roma has just kicked off as well. So that looks like it should be a good game as well. Some good game. So has Leverkusen v Freiburg. Here's Man City again, 3-on-3. Grealish plays in Haaland. Haaland's gone around the keeper. He's tried to dink it over Onana, and Onana saved it. Should have been 3-0. Should have been 3-0. Ryan, is it Kane and Haaland fighting it out of the Golden Boot this season? Yeah, Kane scoring goals for fun, like he has done every year. Could have been. Have you seen it? Good goalkeeping that.
Yeah,
very good
goalkeeping now. It's in. Good ball into Haaland. Yeah, listen, that's good. Good from the goalkeeper. He's keeping himself big, but yeah.
This is interesting, Minish, man. I don't think Ange will change his tactics. I think the problem is if we give up the chances that we have to the likes of Palace, Fulham, Luton, if we do that against Man City, I do worry that will be the game where our defence gets a bit of a pelting. But at the same time, we've got to worry about what can we do to them down the other end. It's going to be interesting.
I was going to say, it's exactly, I think what you've got to remember with us at the moment, it's not just the other end, it's going forward. Look at us against Fulham. We should have been 3-0 up in half an hour, 20 minutes or whatever, and it would have been game over. You can't miss those chances when you're playing Man City, right? Because you don't get as many.
Oh, some of this football is lovely. The one-touch passing. Bernardo Silva. You know when people say, oh, he played on the right or he played on the... This guy just plays where he wants.
Oh, yeah. He's a magical football player. Magical.
The only one that's really sticking to any sort of position is Grealish, to be honest. Like, the rest are just... Awful defending. City are in. Oh, awful defending from Lindelof. He tried to shield the ball out for a goal kick, but it was kept in, and then Foden couldn't quite get his footwork going.
Yeah,
and Man City can go forward again. Rangers did win 2-1. Rangers won 2-1. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen that from Lindelof. That's really like... And then what is Onana? I mean, it's a catastrophe for me.
Oh, Onana just... Listen, for everything good Onana does, he does something bad. Garnacho is on, and so is Serge Reguilon. They bought on a Spurs player. That'll do them the world of good. Lindelof has come off for Reggie, and Garnacho has come on for Højlund.
Garnacho is a strange one for me because he would have been one I would have probably started today. I don't think he's an amazing player. I think he's all right. I think he's good young talent, but he's a young lad that's got a little bit of energy about him, right? And you'd have thought, do you know what? On a counter-attack, he might be the guy you want on your counter-attacks. Just me, I don't know, but...
Well, the United fans getting annoyed with Rashford, like saying that he never, ever, him and Bruno Fernandes never, ever seem to get dropped. I mean, look, I don't support them. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but this is as poor as I've seen United for years. This is really poor. Hang on, here's City again. Grealish cuts in, has a dig from 20 yards. It's taken a deflection and it's a corner kick. They've run them ragged, Perchy.
Yeah,
they run them ragged. Like it's the overlap from Grealish, from Alvarez, from Silva and Haaland and Walker. It's just they've had 16 shots in the game away at their biggest rivals.
But not just that, they've not even needed to try hard. I think that's the main one. They haven't really. I've seen Man City a lot better than this today, and that's more of a positive on their fact in the sense that they've not got out of first gear today.
Oh, for sure. By the way, another very talented footballer that many people want to buy has just put Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 up. Florian Wirtz has just scored for Leverkusen. Now that is a top player. He had a very bad injury, but he's put Leverkusen 1 up, who are top. Leverkusen are top of the league, playing some absolutely lovely football. If anyone's watched them this year, and this looks like it's going to be wow. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. In their last 16 games, they've won 15 in all competitions. So definitely a team to watch. Definitely a team to watch. But yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening. I like Leverkusen. I really enjoy watching them play football. Big up the real N7-year. Lewis has said, hey, Savva, Man U gave Rashford a new contract and he's been awful. Yet Terry tried to run you when Kane signed a 6-year contract when it was brilliant. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. As I said, at the time when Harry Kane signed that new contract, Spurs were good. And he's a Spurs lad. I get it. I get why Rashford signed the new contract as well. But yeah, it is what it is, mate, isn't it? It is what it is. It is what it is. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Perchy. I haven't seen it yet. I will. Hang on. I'll look at it now, shall I?
Do it now. But mute. Make sure you mute.
Oh, is there music?
Watch it and you'll know. Man United look really, really awful. And Man City are just brilliant, aren't they? Let's be honest. They're absolutely brilliant. Where do you think Xabi Alonso goes next from Ryan? That's a good question. I could see him going. You could see him succeeding Ancelotti. I don't think that's unthinkable. He could succeed Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. But I think Xabi Alonso has really, really shown he's a very, very good manager, right? I'll wait for Savva when he's finished watching that quickly, and I'll be intrigued to see where he thinks Alonso will go to.
I think he's got to be I think he's going to be going to somewhere like an Arsenal, like a Liverpool, like a Man City. Look, the guy plays really good football. Look, it's early days for him in his career, but he's playing the right way. Good manager. Good manager. Could be a Real Madrid. Could be a Real Madrid.
I think he could succeed at Real Madrid.
Hang on, Phil Foden cuts in. I'll tell you what, this is just toying with them.
Yeah.
This is, I don't want to say this is City back to their best, but some of this football the second half has been a joy to watch.
Oh. How much?
Now, when people want to talk about Ange ball, so I just say,
yeah, you go.
Yeah, when we hit these levels, I will get excited. When we hit these levels, I will get excited. This is football perfection. Everything, the 1-2s, the overlaps, everyone comfortable on the ball. Oh, look at this again. Look at the space Julian Alvarez has got there. Plays it out wide to Phil Foden. Phil Foden's going to cut in. He's going to drive as he cuts in. Goes out to Rodri. He switches it wide the other side to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva gives it to Grealish. This is lovely again. Jack Grealish standing his man up. Plays it back to Vardy. Alvaro back to Rodri. How many passes here? Rodri drives with the ball. Has a dig. Keeper parries it. Here's Haaland. It's 3-0. It's 3-0 unless there's an offside. It is 3-0. That was absolutely brilliant football again. The ball was played. The ball was played down the line. The shot came in from Rodri. The keeper parried again. I'm going to question this goalkeeper's parrying. I think it's awful.
Oh, that's awful. And then
parried
Haaland, there's no offside there. There's no offside there. 3-0 game over. I mean, it was over anyway, but Phil Foden, there you go. Easy.
He parried it to Haaland. Haaland, who you think is going to shoot, squares it nice and calmly to Phil Foden. And that was glorious football again. 2 goals, 1 assist for Haaland. Foden goal. Man United are getting their pants pulled down. Down.
And just for you all, you lovely people.
Listen, yeah, the real 7 year. This team is why many teams won't win the Premier League, right? This is when people watch this, I can't understand how anyone then says, "Oh, no one else in the league is playing well." Them, Liverpool, Arsenal, very good teams. Perchy, 2 goals, 1 assist for Haaland.
Oh, he's a machine, isn't he? This guy. He's not. I mean, for a team that aren't looking very motivated, they've dispatched their biggest rivals, and they're all walking out at Old Trafford. Yeah, listen, they're all off getting home early. I would have. Man City have absolutely toyed with them today.
Yeah, this has been. To be fair, as a neutral though, it is good to watch this, isn't it? Like, let's be brutally honest. Jack Grealish again. Jack Grealish, he's taking the piss, isn't he? Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish beat his man, then beat his man again.
I'm just going to watch it now.
Then dinked the ball over to Phil Foden, who was about 18 yards out, overhead kick, and went wide. I mean, this is the sort of performance I think, man, you have to look at.
See you later. Oh, honestly, they're absolutely mocking it now. They're mocking it.
They have got to sack this manager. This is awful. Not just on this game. Man, you are a mess. An absolute mess of a football club. Here's Eriksen. Can he restore a bit of pride? He's gone out wide to Garnacho. He's going to run at Walker. And it's cleared in the end by Ruben Diaz. Oh, Phil Foden, take a bow. Phil Foden, take a bow. Wow. Watch this. Watch this. That is how you take a ball out the air and beat your man. That was sensational from Phil Foden.
Just what?
That was brilliant. Yeah, agreed.
Oh, sorry. Goodbye. Phil, what a
that is beautiful, man.
Is. What a football player Phil Foden is.
Ash, I just can't believe their next. Then I can't see it. The United fans will not want another manager that doesn't play football. They can't. Conte will go there, put 10 men behind the ball, and their fans will hate it. Our fans lapped it up. Their fans will hate it. What's happening to the viewing figures, by the way?
Yeah.
Why did we just drop by 40 in like
2 seconds? What happened there? We lost 40 people in the space of a second. What is going on?
What is going on here?
Yeah, I've just seen it. Yeah, you're right. It just completely dropped. Okay.
Has the feed dropped or something?
No, we're still going. We're still live.
Wow.
We're still losing numbers. We've just lost another 6.
Wow, what is happening?
We had it. Unless this is the whole YouTube thing that's glitching it out or something. But yeah, we had 90 people in here, and now we've got 44.
43. What is going on? Here's Marcus Rashford, and it's A Man United corner, 85th minute, 40. What on earth has happened, Birchie?
We've just lost over half the viewers in the space of 5 minutes. No, in the space of 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, GBC. This is why hang on. This is just It's going down towards 30. What is going on?
We're losing loads of people. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's
the Birchie effect.
Yeah. Hey, I've been here all the time. It was rising when I was on the show. But now they're all coming back. It's just gone up now 10. I think it's a YouTube thing than anything else. Yeah, we've just lost loading. Just a big job. Yeah, YouTube lag. I think it's all bugging out YouTube. Yeah, look, it's all coming back now. I don't know what happened there. We just lost like 60 viewers in 30 seconds.
I'll tell you what, this is embarrassing. Man United are embarrassing.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, your screen went black for a minute. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, it's YouTube, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't forget, anybody who is here, join us for the Spurs review tonight.
Yeah.
But Man United making a late charge for it. They are bringing on Anthony and Anthony Martial with 4.5 minutes to go.
that should have been a sub. As soon as they went 2-0 down, that's the sub you go, do you know what? If we're going to lose, we're going to die trying, right? Like, now what? The game's over.
By the way, why do I have a picture of Messi? I have a picture of Messi and a picture of Ronaldo. If you look at the top right and the top left, Messi and Ronaldo are the top left-hand corners.
PVC, do you know why? It's football heritage, my friend. So, just had to.
Heritage. Man City, with 4 minutes to go, are bringing on Mateo Kovacic and Jeremy Doku. Kovacic is going to come on. Who's coming off? I think Alvarez is coming off for Jeremy Doku, and Kovacic, I think, is coming on for, I want to say, Jack Grealish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, for me, I would have sat this guy ages ago. This guy's football is dead. Honestly, I'm saying the same things I said about Conte at Spurs. These guys are dinosaurs.
Yeah.
These guys are dinosaurs now. All these people going, it don't matter how you play. It does. Players don't want to play this. 86 minutes, 50 seconds gone. A throw into Man City on the left-hand side. Jeremy Doku has come on. Let's see what he can do for the last few minutes. Another winger that likes to run at people. It's a mistake by Man United. Kovacic can drive forward. Here's Phil Foden. Phil Foden has played it back. Oh, he could have gone into Kovacic. Lovely. He's played it down the line to Bernardo Silva. And Johnny Evans can sweep it away. Man City win it back within 2 seconds. Phil Foden, lovely ball into John Stones. Back to Phil Foden, but it's intercepted. And Bruno can try and play in. He has played in. Garnacho down the left. And Kyle Walker's too good for that. If you're going to beat Kyle Walker, you've got to be special. He's a top fullback. Benny Kaufman, the mod father.
The mod father himself. Jeremy Doku, by the way. What? I mean, when you can bring a player like that off the bench,
yeah, man. Yeah.
I think Doku's the sort of player we should have been after to start every game. He's so good. And who else? Who wanted Doku before Man City went for him? I can't. It's going to bother me now.
There was it Chelsea?
No, Villa. Villa wanted Doku, but then they got Diaby.
But GBC, I do. As I said to you earlier, I love watching Leverkusen play. I think they're a really good football team.
Yeah.
Just give you some scores from around other grounds. Rennes 1, Strasbourg 0. Strasbourg Steve won't be happy. Leverkusen 1, Freiburg 0. Inter 0, Roma 0 at the moment. They look like the main games from around Europe right now. So yeah, and in the Inter Milan Roma game, it has been all Inter Milan. All Inter Milan. I can tell you that much.
Bernardo Silva's received player of the match, and rightly so. He has dictated everything today. And
quality. I think him, Foden, and Grealish have just been brilliant as a free behind Haaland. Just options, skill, control.
But do you know what I always say? And I always say what they've got is different. They're different players. And exactly what you want, right? They haven't got the same player playing behind them all the time. And that's why you bring on the likes of a Doku, a little bit of something different. What I love about Liverpool's attack, they're all different in their own ways, which is exactly what you want. But yeah, this has been as easy as you can get for Pep Guardiola.
I mean, if you're a Man United fan, aren't you hoping that this guy goes now? I mean, this is.
Oh, I'd love to know what Man United fans think about this guy, because I don't think he's shown any reason why he's that good. But the thing is this is the question, right? And I know they hate their owners, and that's fair enough. They have every right to. I think they have what they've got to remember as well, Man United, that they don't want to do what they don't want. They need to do it at the right time. And the right time is now, because you want to do it before others do. And here's the question. If you could replace him right now with someone, who would you replace him with?
Good question. Anyone.
Oh, no, that's a cop-out. Who's available right now? You go, nab him.
Mate, when we say who's available, I mean, that's not my job to know who's available.
Yeah.
It's going to be someone you're going to have to pay to get them out of their club.
Would you go? Yeah. Would you knock on the door? Here's a question, because I think we've had this conversation before. Would De Zerbi go there?
I mean, that's the sort of man. I mean, for him, it's a backward step, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. Is it now actually a backward step for the Brighton manager to go to Man United, like right now?
Yes. Yes. That's how far Man United have fallen as a football club. They're a massive in terms of, hang on, Doku's taken on his man. He stood him up, plays it into Kovacic. He can turn and go. Back to Doku. They're playing with him now. By the way, Man City need one goal to go clear in second. Oh, who is that swiping at Jeremy Doku? Anthony throwing his fists around as well. He's going to get a yellow card. Anthony swiped at Doku once, swiped at him twice. I'll tell you what, I mean, that is shocking. He should have. I mean, that should be red. For me, that's a red.
Oh, yeah, that's disgusting.
Not just for that. Then he's swinging his arms all about the place. Yeah, for me, that's poor. That's really poor from Anthony. Another one they've wasted 85, 90 million on.
Yeah.
People are saying Flick, by the way, Maurice Stein.
Joachim Löw is available. Do you know who's available? They might as well bring back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's available. Graham Potter.
Doku's dancing. And it's a corner kick. Doku just, listen, I love wingers like that. Watch what he does here. He just dances through. I love wingers like that. Proper wingers. And you watch some Spurs fan go, yes, but the number of hold-ups that, Kulusevski, oh my God. He takes on Bruno Fernandes.
Oh,
how is Bruno Fernandes?
Oh.
Then after he powers past Bruno Fernandes, he cuts in. Oh. Yeah, much off winger. Man City need one goal to go second on goal difference, but I'm sure they won't care. Here's Kovacic. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Here's Rodri. That's a foul. It's another foul. United have lost their heads here. United have absolutely lost their heads completely. Absolutely lost their heads. I mean, look, I just can't see Man U going for a Jose or a Conte type. I think their fans want to watch football.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And
do
you know what? They need us. Man United. Do you know what they need? They need a plan, like we've said about Tottenham, a strategy, a plan. Not just buying players because they've got a nice name and all that lot. Go and buy players to fit a team.
So Erling, so far at the top goal scorers charts, Erling Haaland has 13 goal contributions from 10 games. Mo Salah has 12 contributions from 10 games. Salah has 9 contributions from 10 games. And Buomo has 8 goal contributions from 10 games. And Ollie Watkins has 10 goal contributions from 10 games as well. Paul, it's got nothing to do with you, mate. It's got nothing to do with you. I can't stand people like this. We're allowed to watch whatever we want. I hate idiots like this. I really do.
We enjoy just chatting and watching football, right? Like we try and pride us. I'm not gonna sit there and rise to it because it's just embarrassing. But the one thing me and you pride ourselves is we try and watch as much football as possible. So now when we do it, we're now told, oh, you can't do it because you haven't got. So if one person watches us, fine, we're going to watch it anyway.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. And when they say YouTube won't pay you, I don't think you understand how YouTube works.
I don't think it works.
I don't think he understands how YouTube works at all. Right, Erling Haaland with a free kick, 22 yards out. He's fired it into the wall. The ref has blown the full-time whistle. It's Perchy, as comprehensive as an away Derby Day performance goes, isn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a much more convincing result than probably one of the most convincing 3-0 Manchester derbies you will ever see. You'll ever see. Comfortable, controlled, and listen, Man United have to think fast to save their season. I think even before this, I said it's polite saying that they're in a title race. I don't think that this will be the game that knocks them out of it. I don't think they're in it anyway. But now you're looking at look. You've got to remember, by the way, this is a back four. Just put it into context. Context, the great word. Their back four today was Diego Dallo, Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans, and Victor Lindelof. That was their back four today. Let that sink in. Johnny Evans is a player that, by the way, you know me, I think I'm a big fan of him. Man United, right? He should be nowhere near Man United's 11.
I just think, let's be fair, that is Man City have been getting a lot of stick this year. Yeah, they dropped a couple of games against Wolves. And Arsenal. Who else did they lose to?
Arsenal and Newcastle in the cup.
Oh, yeah, in the league, Wolves and Arsenal.
Yeah.
But listen, when they play like that, everyone should be worried. They're celebrating in the corner like they've won the league. They're giving their fans a good send-off. Listen, Perchy, have we seen? Are these? I'll ask you. I don't know. I don't think I've actually. Are these the Premier League winners this year? Is this who you think will win it?
Unless a massive change happens and a massive shift that they go and lose 2 or 3 games on the bounce and then don't win everything. I would be amazed if they don't. As I said to you, we're watching it. What was the one thing that I said? They don't even look like they needed to try today. This was as convincing as we turn up, we get 3 points today. And if we have to try, if Man United do a little bit more, we'll work a little bit harder. They didn't even try today. Man United have a lot of problems, but Man City, listen, look, if you're in that away end, you're sitting there going, listen, they're the only team that are in a title race right now.
But Paul, listen, what I don't understand is if you're pure Tottenham, I love Tottenham content, but you clicked onto the show that clearly says it's Man United versus Man City.
We're just watching football, man. We're just here, we're having a laugh, right? I don't get what. No one else has had a problem with it. I don't get why you've got a problem on our behalf. It's quite incredible.
What I will say is, Perchy, listen, we'll end the stream there. Just quickly, today's results: West Ham 0, Everton 1, Aston Villa 3, Luton 1, Brighton 1, Fulham 1, Liverpool 3, Forest 0, Man United 0, Man City 3. And just to give you an update on, hang on, I'll show you now that the Premier League table is as follows. Tottenham Hotspur top with 26 points. Arsenal and Man City in second and third with 24 points. Liverpool in fourth with 23 points. Aston Villa have 22 points in fifth. And then there's a 5-point gap back to Newcastle and Brighton on 17 in sixth and seventh. So it looks like the top five are doing their thing. Listen, Perchy, any last words?
No, listen, I think we didn't see anything we didn't know today. There was no shocks, right? I think that's the main one. Listen, really good game of football. Love doing these, by the way. Listen, I think people like Paul in the chat sitting there. Listen, we love doing these watch-alongs. We love doing it. And you know, the one thing I'll say this, guys, we say this behind the scenes all the time. We love doing them because it's much more chilled, laid back, and we like getting involved with it. Listen, we'll keep doing it. We enjoy it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But big up. Really, really, really enjoyed everybody's participation. Join us. We will be live at 9 p.m. for the Spurs review, talking all things Tottenham Hotspur tonight, 9 p.m. Join us then. Other than that, thank you very much, Perchy. Thank you as always. We will see you tonight. Take care, everyone. And as always, come on, you Spurs.